This morning viewers today said Theresa May's appearance on the sofa was so poor presenter Phillip Schofield looked like the veteran political journalist Jeremy Paxman. The Prime Minister was today accused of struggling to answer questions as she appeared on the television program. The ITV presenter quizzed the PM on the morning sofa, challenging her about what she is doing on mental health, education and her beleaguered leadership. Mrs. May insisted that she is jolly well getting on with the job of leading the country and does not pay attention to rumors backbenchers are poised to oust her. But viewers were left less than impressed and took to Twitter to lampoon her performance appearing on This Morning Today. The PM was asked directly, is she enjoying being on number 10? She said, yes, throughout my life whenever I have taken jobs on I just get on and do it. Scroll down for video. She added, there are huge issues to be dealing with that are worthwhile. If we can help children not to be bullied, if we can keep people safe on the internet. Here is the main exchange between Theresa May and presenters Phillip Schofield and Holly Willoughby. Phillip Schofield, are you enjoying this job? PM, yes. Schofield, interrupting, really? PM, throughout my life whenever I've taken jobs on, I've never thought it's going to be like this or like that. I just get on and do it. Schofield, you can't have imagined it would be like this. PM, well, there's huge issues to be dealing with, but it's worthwhile. Schofield, when you see the words beleaguered, hanging on by a thread, loss of power, don't you spend a lot of your time instead of looking forward, looking behind you to see who's about to stab you in the back? PM, I'm doing a job and I'm going to jolly well get on and do it. She added, what drives me is actually not what's written, but that the people out there want the government to do. That's the important thing. Presenter Phillip Schofield asked her, when you see the words beleaguered, hanging only a thread, don't you spend time to make sure you're not going to be stabbed in the back? Mrs. May replied, for me it is all about what I can do for the public. That's what drives me. I am doing a job and I am going to jolly get on and do it. What drives me is not what is written but what people want, Mr. Schofield insisted, but you can't have imagined it'd be like this. Mrs. May responded, there are huge issues to be dealing with, but it's worthwhile. Asked if she felt secure. No 10. She added, yes, I'm doing a job and I'm going to get on with it. Almond Thacker, a Labour activist, wrote, when Theresa May is struggling her way through an interview on and making Phillip Schofield look like Jeremy Paxman, you know things have gone dreadfully wrong. Other viewers took aim at the PM over her policies on tackling mental health problems and university funding. Writing on Twitter, Elise Evans said the PM needs to look at uni fees as a whole. I'm a student nurse Wales and luckily my tuition fees are covered, but we do not get more than £3,000 per student loan. I don't mind paying back, but we need more to live on while studying and placement. It's stressful. And teaching assistant Jo Woodhouse hit out at the PM over her claims that she has funded schools to help children with the mental health. She wrote, tell Theresa May that I work in a school as a TA and teachers don't have the time to be counseling pupils. Teachers are run off their feet as are TAs. Mrs. May today made her first appearance on the This Morning sofa since becoming PM in 2016. And she used the televised chat to talk about her plans to launch a review of university funding and tuition fees. And she also restated her commitment to tackling mental health illness in young people. She said there are people who will benefit from going to university and those who don't, and it is right that those who benefit make a contribution to their education. She said, I think what we need to do now is say we have a system of fees in education, but some issues have arisen. Theresa May today reveals she does not have time to watch a box set because being PM keeps her so busy. The Tory leader told ITV's This Morning that running the country means she cannot binge-watch shows like other Britons. She was asked about her TV viewing habits, Holly Willoughby, whether she ever had the chance to kick back and relax in front of the TV. Mrs. May laughed and said, I never get to the end of a box set. It's a job where you are constantly thinking about it, and obviously anything can happen at any point, which means that you have to really get involved. I enjoy things like cooking and walking and so forth, concern not just students themselves, but their families, their parents, their grandparents, have about the level of debt they build up, and also a concern that basically universities charge the same. Whatever course you're doing, they will charge the same. And so there is some questions for universities. She also told the program a lot of people are being encouraged to go to university, but actually it isn't necessarily right for them, and this is what we've got to look at. And we've got to say, is it that students aren't being given the opportunities? Is it this sort of issue about, well, it's better to go to university even if you might not want to? That sort of attitude that we've got. We need to say, let's value technical education, let's value other forms of training and education. Willoughby, who has 3 children, said that as a mother she is concerned about the dangers of cyberbullying and other online threats which could lie ahead of them. But Mrs. May insisted that she is doing a lot to try to make the cyber world safer for young people. She said the government has invested in taking down child pornography and other criminal and offensive content. She said she is determined to make Britain the safest place in the world to be on the internet. Her appearance comes as she announces that the government will hold a year-long review into university tuition fees and higher education. The Prime Minister will say it is not sustainable for Britain to have among the most expensive courses in the world. The proposed changes are expected to mean some arts and social science courses become cheaper or shorter in future to reduce overall costs of university places. But Tory MP Bernard Jenkins predicted the review would prompt only evolutionary change and warned there would be no big bang. The speech is an attempt to respond to Labour's promise to axe all tuition fees at a cost of billions of pounds. That was backed by young voters at last year's election.
Where the freaks at?